It's time for the Dugout Crew. Brought to you by the David 3000 Network, MVG Productions, and the 25. And now, here is the Dugout Crew.
Play ball and batter up, and ladies and gentlemen, welcome to yet another episode of the Dugout Crew podcast. I am your main host, Eric Lima. What's going on? Unfortunately, Joey Acacia will not be here once again. He has to work. Sometimes you're going to make that bread somehow. And I've heard, I think last time he and I talked, I think he needed a new car or something like this. So you got to make that bread somehow to get that brand new car. And Jesse Ortiz will be, Jesse Havoc will be here with us shortly right now. He's on his way to the podcast. So once he comes in, we'll chat with him. So I hope you guys are having a wonderful, this is the second, episode in August of 2024. As you know, we started. And we're down the home stretch, ladies and gentlemen. We got like a couple of months left this month in September until the playoffs, as you know, and teams will be fighting and racing to make the playoffs and hopefully go all the way to win a World Series. Now, last year we had unexpected two teams that was not expected to make it to the World Series, but they have, and that will be in the team. That will be in the Texas Rangers, the eventual World Series champions, the reigning defending champions, and the Arizona Diamondbacks. So, who's going to be the champions this year? Are we going to have a dynasty with the Texas Rangers? Is the Diamondbacks going to try to fight back, or are two new teams are going to go facing at it? We don't know. And that is always, baseball has always been an unpredictable sport. You never know who is going to show up, show out, and who is going to make the playoffs, who's not going to make the playoffs. And like I said, I think with injuries to key players and all, an injury to a key player or two could change things as we know it. So, only a matter of time to figure out everything right now. We'll get to our teams. I'll get to my team, the Red Sox, obviously, off a pretty good, decent a road trip, and I will get to that certainly. But right now we got the news that my executive producer, Mr. David St. Dennis, has shown me. By the way, he's enjoying his trip to Disney World. David, have a good time in there. Have a good time. Say hi to Mickey and the gang for me, please, if you're there. Let's check out the let us check out what has been what's going on all over the news in baseball. The injuries, Angels. I swear to God, you don't have to worry about adding another E's. Angeles. Was that Spanish for angels or something like that? I don't know. Angels Mike Trout has another torn meniscus out for the season. Boy, Anaheim Angels having a very tough season. You lose Shohei Ohtani via free agency to the Dodgers, and now you lose Mike Trout for the rest of the season. And I think a lot of Angel fans could be calling for the heads of the executives in that front office. So, Rangers Max Scherzer was placed on a 15-day injured list with right shoulder fatigue. I'm telling you, that guy's a maniac when he pitches, man. I'm telling you, he's a crazy, crazy person when he pitches. I tell you, I will never forget. Was it when he played for the Nationals against the Phillies, and or was it the Mets against Phillies? And then they had that whole deal with checking him out, and and Joe Girardi's flipping out about it, and then he gets ejected. I'll never forget that. And the Braves have placed Reynaldo Lopez in a 15-day IL with right forearm inflammation. Mm-hmm. And on the Angels, I'll tell you one thing, man. They have bad luck with their players. Another person ending their season, Luis Rengifo, underwent season-ending wrist surgery, out for the season. Angel fans, if you're out there, my heart goes out to you guys, because I'll tell you what, despite the fact losing all these key players, You're still trying to hang in there, and I know you're in 4th place in the AL West right now, I think. But the way, in Oakland obviously is struggling, but at least they're doing a lot better than they did last year. But might I digress? And, might I digress? And believe me when I say this, folks, remember that movie Angels in the Outfield? You're going to need some angels in the outfield at this point. Jeepers. My heart goes out to the Angels, man. Ever since winning that World Series in 2002, it's like downhill. It's like you're going downhill once again, and it's really, really bad. So Angel fans, don't give up. I think off-season you might go in for an overhaul. Well, here come the accomplishments. As you know, Giants Blake Snell threw a no. I thought Blake Snell was pitching for the Padres, but now I realize, he's pitching for the Giants now. The Giants picked up Blake Snell. Guy threw a no-hitter, so congratulations to do a no-hitter. Mike Lewis, thank you for coming in chat and got a score. Pirates 3, 5-4, Bomber 8. Who are they playing, Mike? Give me an update on that. So, thank you, Mike Lewis, for coming in to the live chat. And hello to you, my friend. Let's see what else. Aaron Judge, first player to this season get to 40 homers. Will he break the record again, his own record of 62 homers in the American League? Will he reach 70 homers? Will he break Barry Bonds' single season record? Barry Bonds, 73 homers in the season? And out for him to break the all-time record in home runs? Who knows? I think a lot of people would like to see Aaron Judge break it, personally, I would love to see it, but Aaron Judge, I got a lot more, respect for Aaron Judge. The kid's a hitter, man. I'll tell you one thing. You talk about a new Yankee legend to take over Derek Jeter. Aaron Judge is your guy, New York. Yankee fans out there, you guys believe that? We also have Juan Soto, Giancarlo Stanton, Anthony Rizzo. Talk about modern-day murderers row. Let me tell you. Watch out for them. And Bryce Harper reached 3,000 total bases. Yes. Okay. I'll find out I'll find out myself. Bryce Harper reached 3,000 total bases. Congratulations to him. And the White Sox finally won a game after a 20-game losing streak. You heard that right. 20-game losing streak. The White Sox. Oh, I forgot the White Sox. I mean, it's amazing. 20 games. You're bound to win one. It's like, oh man, 20-game losing streak. I can imagine Chicago White Sox fans, and I know former President Barack Obama's a White Sox fan. He must be thinking, well, I can't believe they're losing 20 games. What we do, Michelle? I know Michelle's Obama's a Cubs fan. So you're talking about Joey banned the White Sox from our country for just the fact that they're losing 20 games a season? I don't know, but it was crazy. Let me tell you. 20-game losing streak. I can't fathom that. I cannot fathom a 20-game win. I will never forget. It was back in 1988 when John McNamara was fired from the Red Sox. Joe Morgan took over, and the Red Sox won 24 straight. I'll never forget the Morgan Magic, as they call it. 24 straight games. And unbelievable. Team USA medal, 95. They're playing Team USA? Is this what the Pirates are winning? What's going on? 95 total medals for Team USA. We're talking baseball here, man. Baseball's not part of the Olympics no more, Mike. Well, I appreciate you keeping a score on that, but good Lord. I gotta continue on with baseball news there, Mike. Well, I appreciate you. And 95 medals. Congratulations. Go Team USA. Yay. Orioles Jackson Holliday, who is the son of Matt Holliday, second-generation player, and Jackson Holliday, youngest player to in MLB history hit the homer in 3 straight games. Well, Pop's got to be proud. I know Pop's hit for Pop, that's for sure. And And for Jackson Holiday to hit 3 homers 3 straight games, I think Jackson Holiday. I think he's going to be a future franchise player for the Orioles, man. You talk about each team having a current franchise player. The Yankees definitely Aaron Judge. There's no doubt about it. I'm talking about the American League East. Blue Jays, unless he gets traded, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. That's another one. For the Red Sox, Rafael Devers, no doubt in my mind. Orioles, Jackson Holiday. For the Rays, I don't know because they traded a Rosarena to Seattle, and that's a huge pickup for Seattle in that department. So, speaking of the Orioles, then Major League Baseball's number 15 prospect, Kobe Mayo, promoted to Baltimore. That's a big deal, guys. A big deal for Baltimore. The Baltimore's going for a young core, and they're ahead in the American League East right now. That, having a young core like that shows how hungry this team is. They want to win. They want to win now. And I'll tell you what, the Orioles, they're well on their way there. The Orioles have not won a World Series since 1983. You're talking over 40 years ago. So Orioles might be due. You never know. Dodgers Freddie Freeman is the only active player with 500 career doubles. Let's talk about Freddie Freeman for this one. His son is fighting. Was in the hospital fighting a rare disease, a rare deficiency, something like that, in the hospital. They're coming home, and he got an ovation from the Dodger faithful, which it was really a touching moment. Even the Phillies, who were playing, some of them acknowledged him and a lot of respect, and it shows how good people are. Even in competition, and has good sportsmanship. I got my hats off to the Phillies for being a team of class and respect towards Freddie Freeman, and the Freeman family. I'll be praying for you guys because Freddie Freeman's a good ball player and he deserves a lot. Just being part of a World Series team with the Braves in 2021. He's with the Dodgers, and Freddie Freeman is a blessed man, and Freddie Freeman, don't give up, and we'll be praying. I'm sure a lot of people will be praying for your son. Keep on rocking, man. Keep on rocking. Hit them home runs for your son. Winning for your son. That's what I would say. Just a lot of respect for Freddie Freeman. So even though I'm a Red Sox fan, the Dodgers are a great team in the National League, and they're my favorite National League team because they have the tradition and everything else. And it's just being totally awesome, and that's the Dodgers for you. And Freddie Freeman, great hitter. Him and Ohtani in that same lineup, you're talking about an unbeatable combo. The Orioles signed J.D. Davis. That's a huge pickup for them. Hopefully, J.D. Davis, the addition of him, could help the Orioles really push themselves into playoff contention. Could be a division title victory. Not if the Yankees, I know the Yankees are going to try to catch up to Red Sox. Like I said, they're in third place. They're surging. And I will talk a little bit more about the Red Sox. And in other news, the Diamondbacks pitcher Paul Sewald, who was the closer for the team, is removed from that role. Looks like he's been struggling a lot this season in that role. I don't know who the Diamondbacks will replace him in that role unless somebody step up to the plate. And I know the closer role has been a very, very rare thing. I mean, Red Sox obviously had Kenley Jensen, but because he and for fear that he might be on the trading block, he wants to go to a winning team or something like that. Kenley Jensen. I think I've forgotten, and the reason why they wanted to shop him around for the Red Sox because they got Liam Hendricks. And Liam Hendricks was, fighting from a long-time injury. He battled cancer. He beat it. I want to see Liam Hendricks. If he can't play this at all this season, I want to see him play next season, be the closer for the Red Sox. If the Red Sox decide to trade away Kenley. If they do that, I see Liam Hendricks as our new closer, and the Red Sox new closer. And I'm hoping that Liam Hendricks will be a very successful closer, if that's the case. And some other news, Bristol Motor Speedway to host a 2025 MLB regular season game between the Atlanta Braves and Cincinnati Reds. Announcement is planned for Friday at Bristol. Looks like Bristol Motor Speedway. That's going to be an interesting venue for a baseball game. home run with a checkered flag in it. You know what I'm saying? The car's just racing around. It's a line drive up, broke a window in a car. Broken window because of car demolition. And that home run just caused a demolition derby. Hope everybody is okay in there. And Cincinnati Reds is where Nick Castellanos playing. Every time he hits a home run, like something weird happens. I don't know. It is amazing. It is amazing about how things happen, man. That's the baseball news. Provided to me by Mr. Davidson Dennis. I want to thank you on that. Hey, the Patriots have a preseason game against the Carolina Panthers. TV and streaming. When they're streaming. ABC. Not available in your area. Oh, that's right. They got pressure luck. I'll just what the pressure luck on the Patriots, unless they pressure luck on they air it on other channels. Okay. Let's go and talk about the Red Sox for just a few minutes here, if we can. So let's get into the as you know, the Red Sox kicked off their the second half of the season. Let's see what we're talking about. Let's go. Okay, let's go from this past weekend. Again, as you know, during that weekend, I was at the Portuguese Feast, and I had a great time at the Portuguese Feast. It was totally awesome. It was a weekend that I needed. Went to see Deadpool and Wolverine. Friday, got myself a haircut, look fresh for the feast, and boom, here I am. All right. Check it out. August 2nd, let's go with August, the first weekend, of course, of August, as the Red Sox took 2-3 against the Texas Rangers, the defending World Series champs. Beat them 11-6. Rangers beat them in the second game 7-4, and then the Red Sox beat the Rangers 7-2. And in the Red Sox, once again, recently took 2-3 against the Royals. Now, this was a very important series against the Kansas City Royals because the Red Sox were, I think, one game out of the wild card. I think with these two victories over the Royals, I think they're in the wild card. If the playoffs started, they would be in the wild card, I think, right now. But the Red Sox beat the Royals. Dolly Parton scored 9-5, or Sheena Eastern, if you listen to her as well. Red Sox did beat the Royals 6-5, but the Royals came back yesterday to win 8-4. And Jesse Ortiz, I don't know if he's going to come in yet, and I don't know if he's having trouble with his internet or what. And Texas is a very tough place to even have an internet at the moment, but or any internet frequency today. Red Sox have it off, but we got a 3-game weekend series at Fenway Park against the Houston Astros tomorrow at 7:10, Saturday at 4:10, and at 1:35 on Sunday. Meanwhile, the defending world champs, Texas Rangers, coming to town for a 3-game set. So we have a 6-game homestand against 2 Texas teams. So it's a Texas showdown at Fenway Park. Cowboy up. Where's Kevin Millar when you need him? Anyways, then we talk about the Orioles. The Red Sox are going to Camden Yards for a 4-game set against the Orioles. That could be very important. This could be a very important 4-game series. The Red Sox, if the Red Sox can win any game, probably 3 out of 4, or sweep them, this could give them Red Sox could get an opportunity to really step up. Remember, you got the Yankees in between them. And then the Houston Astros, it's like we're going up, we're going down. We're going to Houston for another 3-game set. And then back up, defending National League champs, the Arizona Diamondbacks, will be in Fenway towards the end of August for a 3-game set. And then we got the Red Sox got the Blue Jays to basically end August. Actually, basically, in August, you got the Detroit Tigers. I don't think the Red Sox have played them all this season. So Detroit Tigers. So we got a 4-game set against the Blue Jays at Fenway Park, and so a 7-game. We got 6-game homestand, Texas and Houston, and then a 7-game road trip, Orioles and the Astros, and then another 6-game homestand. Diamondbacks and Blue Jays, and then to end August, you get a road trip to start end August up September. Start September. We got the Tigers to deal with. So, and let's see, Mike Lewis. Mike Lewis, I'm going to name you as our, let's say, live chat, out of town scoreboard. I mean, you give us. So Pirates and Padres going at it. So okay, so Padres take the lead 7-5, top of the ninth. Okay, yeah, well, you know what? Let's do. Oh, you know what? Duh. We gotta check out the standings. We gotta do the standings, folks. We gotta do the standings. Think I'm an idiot? Okay. Let's check out the standings in the. I want the standings, dude. I want the standings. Okay. No, I want the standings. All right, there we go. I got the standings. The Orioles and the Yankees are tied for first place. No joke. They're tied for first place at 68 and 47 each. But the Red Sox are second place, 61-52, 6 games out. That's what if the Orioles and Yankees keep pace with each other, that 4-game series I mentioned against the Orioles could be mega, mega, mega important. All right. The Rays, 57-56, 10 games out, while the last place Blue Jays, 52-62, with 15 games out. And then you got the Cleveland Guardians, and to me, the Cleveland Guardians are due to win a World Series. Over 70-some-odd years, almost 80 years, they could end up having the same number of years Red Sox it took the Red Sox to win. Back in 2000. In fact, this coming October will be 20 years ago when the Red Sox did the impossible. And I'm telling you right now, that's going to be crazy enough. That's even insane. 20 years ago, I remember back down in the basement. I probably got to talk about that because a little bit of memories. If I'm willing to end the season. Once the regular season ends for the Dugout Crew podcast for the second season. The Guardians, they're in first place, 67-47, with 3.5 games ahead of the Minnesota Twins at 63-60. The Royals, who the Red Sox just played, 64-52, with 4 games out. Detroit Tigers, 55-60, with 12.5 out. And Chicago, 28-89, with 40.5 out. Well, it was not making the playoffs. All right. Meanwhile, Jesse Habit's Houston Astros, 59-55, first place by a half game over. The Seattle Mariners at 59-56. Seattle Mariners, Brandon Martin's team. Feel bad, the Mariners. Well, I'll tell you one thing, they had it all. The defending World Series champ Texas Rangers at 54-61, 5.5 out. The Angels, with bad luck with key players ending their season. Like Mike Trout, 50-64, 9 games out. Oakland Athletics, Joey Acacia's team. At 48-68 with 12.5 out in last place. Well, if the Angels had their bad luck losing key players, Oakland's got an opportunity to jump out of last place. And believe me, that should be something. Let's go to the National League. National League. I know some National League baseball teams out there. I know Mike Lewis is reporting on National League games. The Phillies, 68-46, first place, 7.5 games ahead of the Atlanta Braves at 60-53. The Mets are coming on strong at 60-54, 8 games out. The Nationals, 52-63, with 16.5 games out. And the last place, Marlins, 43-72, with 25.5 out. Ladies and gentlemen, this is getting insane. All right, let's talk about the Milwaukee Brewers have yet to win a World Series. As you know, the World Series appearance last time, 1982 against the Cardinals, and the Cardinals beat them. They're 64-49, first place in the National League Central with 6 games ahead of the St. Louis Cardinals at 59-56. The Pirates, who are playing right now as I speak, 56-57, 8 games out of first. Fourth place, the Cubs. That's very surprising. 57-60 with 9 out, but the last place Reds, I'm sorry, Kevin Henry. I am so sorry about your Cincinnati Reds. 55-59, 9.5 out. Look, the big red machine looks like the little red machine right now. Now for the National League. No surprise, the Dodgers, 66-49. Three games ahead of two teams. The Diamondbacks and the Padres tied for second place. Each have 63 and 52. All right. The Giants in fourth place at 58, 500 with 8.5 games out. The Rockies at 42 and 73 with 24 games out of first place. Colorado, last time they were in the World Series, 2007. We all know what happened there. If you're a Red Sox fan, you know what's up. So let's check out the standings in the wild card. Wild card standings. We're gonna go to the wild card standings. The wild card standings. My phone's loading up. Here we go. Come on now. Here we go. Big bucks, no whammies. Now, this is interesting. We got two teams tied for first place in the American League East, the Baltimore and the Yankees. And Baltimore and the Yankees and Cleveland, Houston, right now. Baltimore and the Yankees each have a wild card. Minnesota and Kansas City. The Red Sox, I didn't do that, lost to Kansas City Royals, are now 1.5 games out of the wild card race, followed by Seattle, Tampa Bay, Detroit, Texas, Toronto, and we all know the White Sox got the worst record, obviously not going to make it. Right now, in the National League, Phillies, Dodgers, and Milwaukee Brewers lead the divisions. And then you got three wild card. We got Arizona, San Diego, and Atlanta in those positions. The Mets are a half game out. You got St. Louis behind them, San Fran, Pittsburgh, Chicago, Cincinnati, Washington, Miami, and Colorado. And looking at all these records, and Chicago White Sox has the worst record in Major League Baseball. Best record, though, is a tough one. It's a three-horse race between percentage point wise, we'll have to go to the Phillies by 5 points over Baltimore and New York. So if you're going percentage points, best record in baseball, percentage points wise, gotta go with Philly. So, but they're all tied with 68 wins. So it'll only be a matter of time when when everything is I know Houston's pitching boosted when they picked up Yusei Kikuchi from, I believe, the Blue Jays, and he's been pitching very, very well for the Houston Astros, striking out hitters left and right. Hopefully when Jesse comes in here, he'll talk to me about that. Until then, I think I'll tell you what, this baseball season is going to be the most unpredictable season we ever had. We had the pitch clock going, and we heard that robo umpires will be starting soon. That's the case. I wonder if a player will get ejected if you bust up a robot umpire with a baseball bat. Probably be a very interesting thing to tell. Destruction of property, that could be a criminal offense. But anyways, I digress. But it is something to behold. Having robot umpires, imagine you complain to the human umpire, "Hey, this one malfunction." You want robot umpires, get Johnny Five from Short Circuit. And imagine, you raise your bat at me, you get ejected. Dude, that's it. You're ejected. I don't know. I don't know how that's going to work. How do you get ejected from a ball game if you're going to use a robot umpire? That's a very good, interesting question. You know how crazy baseball players are going to be arguing with a robot umpire? They're probably look at. I'm sure other people, probably casual to the sport, looking at it and go, "Is he arguing with a machine? What the heck is he saying?" Well, how do you let a robot know that you're using very bad words, or magic words to get you ejected from a ball game? You said a bad word, you get ejected. Yeah. A lot of people will complain about umpires, though, and they say, who will be the next to go? Who do you want to see go? I think they said there was between two people, Laz Diaz and CB Buckner. I'll tell you what, Angel Hernandez gone. I'm sure everybody thank you, Lord Jesus, Christmas came early for us. Angel Hernandez decided to retire. But well, like I said, I'm using Angel Hernandez as part of a Your Mama joke now. Um, you know, how's it go? Your mama's so ugly, and when she stared at herself in the mirror, and she went blind. And when they decided to hire a CNI guy, the guy they hired was Angel Hernandez. Oh boy. Anyways, if we go to the MLB scores, that'd be a heck of an idea. Let me go to the MLB scores. MLB scores, out of town scores. We usually have those. MLB scores. Okay, here we go. Mike Lewis talked about the Padres and Pirates. The Padres up 7-5. Bottom on the ninth. Bottom of the eighth. The Brewers lead the Braves 14-7. The Mets lead 4-0 over the Rockies at the end of the first. Nationals and Giants delayed, I believe, probably due to the rain. And as you know, yesterday's finals, Phillies beat the Dodgers 9-4. Tigers beat the Mariners. Tigers beat the Mariners. Well, let's 9-2. Let's talk about the games that are upcoming. You got the Reds versus the Marlins, battle of last place teams. Tonight at 6:10 p.m. Angels battling Yankees at Yankee Stadium, 7:05. Orioles and Blue Jays battle between first and last place teams in the American League East, 7:07. Rays versus the Cardinals, interleague action, 7:15. Tigers versus the Mariners, 9:40. Phillies and Diamondbacks at 9:40 p.m. So Phillies and Diamondbacks battle potential playoff teams. Let's talk about the Guardians and Twins. They're going to be battling tomorrow at 2:10, and Angels and the Nationals, 6:45. So Angels got one more game against the Yankees. Orioles versus the Rays, they'll be going at each other, 6:50. At 6:50, Rangers and Yankees going to go at it tomorrow at 7:05. The A's versus the Blue Jays battle last place teams in their respective divisions, 7:07. The Padres and Marlins battle at 7:10. I've heard talked about the Astros and Red Sox array. Chicago crosstown rivalry. Chicago Cubs, White Sox, 8:10. Reds and Brewers, battle of first and last place teams in the Central at 8:10. Cardinals and Royals, battle of Missouri, seems like. St. Louis, Missouri, Kansas City, Missouri. Missouri battle, 8:10. You got the Guardians and Twins, battle for the Central, 8:10. Braves and Rockies, 8:40. You got the Phillies and Diamondbacks at 9:40. So that's a huge deal. So like I said, Pete Alonso went for number 4. What's so funny? Somebody posted that the Red Sox decided to sign Pete Alonso. How in the world did that happen? And yeah, and I went, yeah, right. And with the Wayne of Wayne's World, monkeys might fly on my butt. Oh boy, just which MLB? All right, which MLB World Series odds? Dodgers remain the favorites to win a World Series. Diamondbacks on radar with a little over 7 weeks left in the MLB regular season. Race for playoff positioning is gearing up. And okay, we're gonna talk a little bit about that. Fox Sports. The Dodgers remain the favorites. Jack Flaherty, quiet from the Tigers. Yankees have recovered from the midseason dip, find themselves at second best odds of plus 500, surpassing the slumping Philadelphia Phillies over the past week to round out the top 3. So if you're a betting, I don't bet, and I don't recommend betting if you Dodgers, Dodgers, Yankees, and the Red Sox at plus 4,000. Okay, longest losing streaks in North America. The Oakland Athletics, they beat, sorry, Joey, about this one. They beat the Oakland Athletics, the White Sox, to snap a 21-game losing streak, which tied the American League record for the second longest streak in MLB history. Chicago was a mere 2 losses from tying the 1961 Phillies for the all-time record. if they lost 3 in a row after that 21 games losing, hadn't they won? If they lose 3 in a row, that would run. At 28, Red Sox 241 winning percentage is only 0.006 better than the worst ever. They're also on track to break the single season record for losses. That belongs to the 1962 New York Mets with 120. And let's take a look at the. You got the Chicago Cardinals in the NFL this week. Before the merger, 29-game losing streak. Let's see, 76ers. 2014 into 2015-16, 28-game losing streak. Pistons, 28 games in 2023. And 76ers, 26 games. Cleveland Cavaliers, 26 games, 2010, 2011. Buccaneers, 1976 and 77. This is before Tom Brady even happened to them. 26-game losing streak. Cavaliers, in the 80s, 24-game losing streak. Philadelphia Phillies, 23-game losing streak back in 1961. Charlotte Bobcats, now back at known as the Hornets, 23 games in 2012. Denver Nuggets, 97-98, 23 games. Grizzlies, 1996. That's it. I'm telling you. I gotta tell you, lots of losing streaks. Chicago and everybody else, and the White Sox, man, I feel bad. I feel bad for Chicago White Sox. I mean, I know. Listen, take solace in fact you broke your own curse back in 2005. There's no doubt in my mind that you can come back, from this. And I think Chicago, I'm sure this offseason they're going to go for an overhaul. I don't know. It's going to be overhaul of coaching staff, front office management. I really don't know. I really honestly don't. I'm sure Chicago, the White Sox better have stuff figured out for the offseason, because I'm sure it's going to be a long offseason for Chicago. And basically, who knows what could really happen at this point. And it's going to be a tough challenge for Chicago, definitely, for the White Sox. And for the Cubs, for that matter, I'll tell you what. Okay. Oh, there's something happening. A little glitch in the thing, but I'm okay. Hello. How you doing? Anyways. The Red Sox, I'm sure they got to be inspired by the Celtics winning their 18th championship and this past a couple of months ago. And they got to be working hard. And I'm sure they're making great progress, great strides. And then having extended the contract of Alex Cora for 3 more years, that's going to help boost the confidence of the Red Sox. I'm sure the front office has some confidence in Alex Cora. I'm looking at the Orioles right now. The Orioles got a very, very young core, a very unknown manager in Brandon Hyde, and he's doing a wonderful job with this Orioles team that they have. A lot of young players, very hungry players, and I think that's what it is. The players are hungry to win, and Baltimore has that right now. And you're talking about who could be the biggest franchise player for the Orioles since Cal Ripken. I'm going to go with Jackson Holiday. I think Cedric Mullins could be another guy as well. But if Jackson Holiday keeps playing the way he's playing right now, I think he's going to be their new franchise player. I mean, like I said, like I said at the beginning of the program, you're talking about you're talking about franchise player for each team. I would go with the Orioles with Jackson Holiday. The Yankees, definitely Aaron Judge. There's no doubt in my mind. Boston, definitely Rafael Devers. Tampa Bay, that's going to be a tough one. I thought it would be a Rosarena, but he got traded to Seattle. I know the Blue Jays will be Vladdy. There's no doubt about Vladdy Guerrero. Let's see. Yeah. Hmm. Um, let's see. Who's going to be the best franchise player? All right, I'm gonna look. I'm gonna Google a couple things. So give me a second here. Rays franchise. You know. Oh, player. And you're talking about, I'm trying to, there's lots of players. I know Randy Rosarena has been, who would be? I think Brandon Lau or Brandon Lowe. Brandon Lau, I think, could be the franchise player for the Rays. Let's go for the AL Central. I would say for the Guardians, definitely Jose Ramirez, because the guy Pirates lost 7-6. Wow. Padres beat the Pirates. Congratulations. The Padres got another victory. The Guardians, I would have to say, definitely for Jose Ramirez. Cleveland. They're not the Cleveland. Minnesota. Minnesota Twins. Let's see, the Twins. Let's see. I'm gonna check out the Twins for just a second. Active roster for the Twins, and I am gonna go with. I would go with Byron Buxton, I believe. Byron Buxton, Carlos Santana, or Royce Lewis. I think between. So definitely Minnesota. 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 Let me see. Yeah, so Byron Buxton for the Minnesota Twins, definitely. The Royals, Bobby Witt Jr. Bobby Witt Jr. The guy is on fire. He knows how to hit the ball. He's been hitting the ball. He's a second-generation ball player. His father used to be a pitcher, I believe, for the Texas Rangers. So we got the Royals. Now, as far as the Tigers are concerned, Tigers. Who would be, the Tigers. 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 Let me check out the roster. Okay. Yeah. Active roster. Looking at the Tigers right now. Wow. What would be their franchise player? They kept them around. Javier Baez or Andy Abanez and Tariq Skubal. I think Tariq Skubal, I heard he's doing a pretty good pitcher for them. And then you got Kenta Maeda. Well, Red Sox should pick him up. Anyways. And then you got the last place, the White Sox. That will be a tough call. Players. The White Sox. Give me a second here. I like to kill some time a little bit because I'm only by myself this time. Maybe Jesse's having problems with the internet. I don't know. Okay. And we're talking Andrew Vaughn. I know Andrew Benintendi. I think Andrew Vaughn could be the guy. I heard he's been doing good things. So, Andrew Vaughn. So, we've got a lot of players, unknown players in the, Chicago White Sox. Now, obviously, Houston, you got to go with, let's see what the Houston, you got to go. Houston, you got to go with. It's going to be a tough call to make, and I go with. Oh boy, it's between Jeremy Pena, Alex Brennan, Jose Altuve. I'm going to go with Jose Altuve for the Houston Astros. He's their franchise player, in my personal opinion. Let's go back. To the Mariners. Mariners, J.P. Crawford. I didn't mean to crash the stream, talk about balls. Oh, we're talking baseball. Why not talk about balls? We're talking about baseball. We're talking baseball. We don't know what players, franchise players. They're ballers. Why not? Talking about balls. Get some ratings in there. We only got 14 minutes left of this stream. So, let's see. Rangers. Oh, this is a tough call to make for the Rangers. Definitely. Give me a second here. Talking about ballers. I am going to go with definitely. Oh, never mind. I thought it was about men's balls, baseball. Never mind. Wyatt Langford. No, Adolis Garcia. He's a baller. You're talking about, well, Jay, you just gave me an idea. You're talking about baller, franchise ballers. There you go. So Adolis Garcia, who knows how to hit for power for the Texas Rangers, definitely. He's their franchise player in the West. The Angels, Mike Trout, even though he's injured, he was their franchise player in Oakland. Oakland. Oh, boy. Oh, wait a minute. Here. Shot caller. I'm a baller. Shot caller. Device is not connected yet before we can add it. All right. Jesse Havoc is trying to come in, even though we got 13 minutes left in the stream. Come on. Can't add you in, Jess. Your devices are not connected, brother. Baller, shot caller. Definitely, let's see. I'm going to have to go with JJ Bleday. There's a guy who's a franchise player for the Oakland Athletics. Those are my franchise players. We're trying to get Jesse in here. His devices are not connected somehow. He's got on the private chat. Having tech issues, okay. So he's having technical issues right now. He's gone. Oh, well. He'll try again. I thought he would come in. He had tech issues. And if he's unable, I'll tell you what. Sometimes, anything else. I'm a baller. So, yeah. Let's continue on. We'll talk a little bit more baseball. This season is going to be very interesting because I think they say the Dodgers are a huge pick, or pick to be favorites. I believe it because you got great players like Shohei Ohtani, Freddie Freeman in that lineup. They're good to go. I would not be surprised if the Dodgers win it this year again. I know they won it in 2020 in that shortened season because of the pandemic. The Red Sox have to be inspired by the Celtics championship win. They have to. That's why they're really coming on strong with that team and everything else in between. Let's see what else. Like the Yankees, we got power hitting lineup that has Juan Soto, Aaron Judge, Anthony Rizzo, and Giancarlo Stanton. You're going to be in contention. I think you're talking about Nestor Cortez anchoring that rotation. Marcus Stroman was another one. Garrett Cole. So, they got a pretty good pitching rotation staff, is that. But the Red Sox, I think the only problem that we have on the rotation is Cutter Crawford. 23 home runs given up. I'm telling you, that, you're talking about balls flying on the ballpark on this. I don't know. I don't know if the balls are juiced while he's pitching or what. Remember the juice ball back in the day, the juice ball incident where, I think it was Sports Illustrated, a juice ball note of the week or something like that. It's totally crazy, man. I remember the juice ball note, man. That's hilarious. My love for baseball began when, back in the 80s, when I started being a Red Sox fan. I started collecting baseball cards. Because I used to collect Garbage Pail Kids cards back in the day. And then when, Reds knew what? Yeah, Mike Lewis. I wonder, I don't know. Oh, franchise players for the National League. Let's go there then. Let's go there. Let's go there. Let's go there. Yep. Yeah, and that's what I'm going to do. Let's go. Let's go. I gotta go. The National League. Mike Lewis, thanks for bringing that up for the Reds. Let's go to the National League. National League, and let's see, standings and all right. Let's go to National League. Phillies franchise player. Definitely, I would go with Bryce Harper right now, even though he played for the Nationals a bit. Braves, Ronald Acuna Jr., even though he's hurt. Mets, Pete Alonso. The Nationals, I'm going to go with, Nationals. Who would be their plans? Okay, they're delayed. I think they're having rain. Nationals. Let me see. Who would be a franchise player for the Nationals? I'm going to have to go with I think CJ Abrams at this point. CJ Abrams. And now for Marlins, I would have said Jazz Chisholm Jr., but since he's traded to the Yankees, so I'm gonna go with a lot of player. Nobody that I know of. Jake Berger, possibly. Jake Berger. I'll go with Jake Berger on that one. We got 7 minutes left to go. Let's see. All right, so we got that. The Brewers, definitely Christian Yelich. I believe the Cardinals now. No, Pirates, Paul Skeens. The Cubs, I'm going to go with Shota Imanaga. The Reds, Ellie De La Cruz, as NFL draft 2025 Steelers. All right, you got that. Are you a Pirates fan, Mike Lewis? I'm kind of curious. Now, the Cardinals, franchise player. I got to pick up a point. Oh, Goldschmidt, I think. Lance Lynn. No, Nolan Arenado or Goldschmidt. Yeah, Goldschmidt or Arenado. No, Lars Nootbaar. I like that name. Lars Nootbaar. Yeah. So you got that. So we go by, kind of already. Dodgers, Shohei Ohtani. Padres, going to go with Manny Machado or Xander Bogaerts. See the Diamondbacks. Got to go with Josh Bell, Ketel Marte, Corbin Carroll. Let's see. I got less than 5 minutes to go here in the stream. Diamondbacks. Giants got to go with Blake Snell. The Rockies got to go with the Rockies. Got to go with the Rockies. Got to go with Ryan McMahon. No, Chris. I didn't know Chris Bryant played for the Rockies. Charlie Blackmon. There's another Blackmon. There's another one. Let's see. I see Giants, Blake Snell, I think, or it could be somebody else. Mike Yastrzemski could be there. Is their franchise player? That's right, Mike Yastrzemski. Yeah. So, yeah. Harry Man, the way he got me today, we'll deal with business with lightning tomorrow on Bullseye on my channel. Let's see. We got less than 4 minutes to go in the stream. We got 3 people watching. The baseball season, like I said, we're last 2 months of the season this month, and we got last 2 full months of the season. We'll find out in October who is going to go to the playoffs. This is a big, big deal. Big things happening. If your team, hey, Godfather Dom, boy, Godfather Dom, how you doing? Well, what's up? I'll tell you what's up. I'm doing this by myself once again, and with on the one-man dugout crew. You talk about the one-man gang, you talk about the one-man crew. That's right, Eric Lynn, as of late. Let's see. If your team is not in the playoffs, pray. Pray that you get a miracle come out, because anything can happen at this rate in time. Listen, my Red Sox are only 1.5 out of the 1.5 games out of the wild card race. You're talking about, the American League East is probably the most competitive. Right now, the Yankees and Orioles tied for first place. Red Sox are in second place. It's a big deal. Tis a big deal. So, imagine, if you will, if you have your top 2 teams tied for the lead in their division, they should have a 1-game playoff to decide the American League East championship match. But Yankees and Orioles, they had that rivalry, in the ALCS. I will never forget that rivalry. Was it 95, 90? No, it was 96. The Jeffrey Meyer incident, that home run, then he snagged, and then you got the huge brawl with Armando Benitez hitting Tino Martinez, and holy mackerel, I will never forget that one. You want the Mariners to win the AL West? Well, in order for them to win, they're going to have to overtake the Houston Astros. Right now, they're half game. Houston Astros are a half game up on the Mariners, and that so. The Mariners. I'll tell you what, the Mariners and the Astros. It's going to be a dogfight between those two. Just like the Orioles and Yankees, it's going to be a dogfight in the AL East between those two teams, and it is very interesting to see what will totally happen. So, I really don't know. This is a very unpredictable season so far. I mean, people are favoring the Dodgers to win it. Now once they acquire Shohei Ohtani, they believe they can do it. And Freddie Freeman in that lineup, like I said, it's very, very tough, because you never know. Because everybody had there's no clear-cut favorites in baseball. I'll tell you why. Look at last season. Nobody expected the Texas Rangers and the Diamondbacks to go to the World Series. People won the lowest rated World Series ever, because neither big market teams ever made it to the World Series last year. This year, however, anything is possible. Nobody expected Texas and Arizona to make it all the way, and Texas ended up winning it. It's a big deal. So like I said, anything is open, anything is possible now at this point in time. So who knows? Well, that is it for the episode 19 of the Dugout Crew season 2 episode, and episode number 19. Thank you all tuning in. Mike Lewis, DeChay, and Godfather Dom, thank you guys for coming to live chat. I do apologize for Joey Acacia and Jesse Ortiz not able to be here. Tech issues for Jesse and work for Joey. Hopefully we get to see you. Hopefully we get to see them next week. And That's right. You'll see me later tonight on Rant and Rave. Check that out on the Brandon Martin channel at 8 o'clock. And and like I said, like Godfather Dom said, we'll hope to see you. I hope to see you guys there later. So until then, this is Eric Lehman saying that I hope your life hits you a home run, and remind the people what is going to happen to what has happened here today. See ya. Have a good and wonderful day.